Friends don't give friends store-bought cards. I just made this super cute personalized card in 5 minutes. I'll show you how step by step using my Cricut. Hi guys, I'm Jill from Cricut. Today we're going to be walking through how to make a birthday card. I'm super excited. We're going to go through step by step using one of the ready to make projects in Design Space. I love it because it really walks you through, holds your hand exactly how to do it, which sometimes I really just need that help. So super excited, let's get started. For the project today, we're going to be using Design Space, some tools that I'll walk you through later, our Cricut Explore 3, 4 different colors of paper, a cutting mat, and we're gonna be ready to go. I'm gonna hop into Design Space and search for the project. It's one of my really good friend Cassidy's birthdays this weekend, and we're throwing her a surprise party. So I wanna have a personalized card that I can tell her, I made this for you. It'll be perfect. In Design Space, I am going to go into projects, and we are going to search for birthday. Awesome. There's a ton of options that I can select from. I know Cassidy loves blue, so I think this one's gonna be a great option. And we can showcase some of the cool markers that I just got from Cricut. We're gonna look at everything that's here. So it's gonna tell me how big it's going to be, description of the card, all the materials that I need, make sure I have all of the right colors, and then a light grip mat, a scoring wheel or stylus, which I have the stylus, a fine point pen, some glue for the paper, some foam dots, and any other embellishments or fun that I wanna add to it. Here's the ingredients and the steps. Let's jump right in and start making it. Since I have loose leaf cardstock, we're gonna select on mat. All right, it's gonna walk me through step by step of what I'm going to do. Today we're gonna start with the gray cardstock. And then I'm gonna start here with the light grip mat. These mats are awesome. If you don't have a smart material, these are adhesive and you can stick your paper onto it, feeds it right into the mat, make sure all your cuts are straight. I'm gonna start by removing this liner. That helps keep the adhesive sticky. And then we're gonna align the paper right here and stick it down. Awesome. We're gonna wake up the machine so it's all ready to go. It's like the most aha moment when it's opening. I feel like it should be playing like angels singing. All right, so I'm gonna hit continue in Design Space. My computer, the machine, they're gonna talk and get ready to go. I'll select the material, so you can select any material. For this project, I'm using medium cardstock. There's options for light, heavy, whatever you have. The labels at the store will tell you what type of cardstock it is. So I'm gonna select the medium cardstock, and then it'll tell me what tools I need. I don't need anything in clamp A. I have the fine point blade in clamp B all ready to go. I'm gonna take the mat and put it right up against the guides, and then hit the load button. Awesome, so it's gonna make sure that I have enough material that it's ready to go, and just double check everything before it starts to cut. Perfect. Looks like everything's all set. I have enough paper to make this cut, and then I'm gonna hit the go button. I love how fast this machine cuts. It goes so fast. Perfect. Okay, our first cut is done. Okay, it's telling me to unload the material. So now I have this paper on the sticky mat. A cool trick my friend taught me to get the paper off the mat is to flip it over, and then you're gonna remove the mat from the paper instead of the other way around. This helps to prevent the cardstock from curling, and then you have a super smooth piece of paper when you're done. Also helps to keep your scraps in super good shape so that you can keep reusing. All right. Have my scrap, and then again, flip it over, remove the mat from the paper, and sometimes you stick the mat back on your scrap, and that's also fine. Okay, we're gonna put the scrap to the side here, and then I have my first cut done. We're gonna go back into Design Space, and it's gonna show me what to do next. Step number 2. For this one, it's gonna tell me what I need. So I'm gonna need my white piece of cardstock. We're gonna get that onto the mat. Nice and aligned. And then I'm gonna need the blueberry pen in clamp A. So we're gonna pick this cute blueberry pen. open up the clamp, and then this is super easy. What you're gonna do is you're gonna drop it in and then just push down until it clicks. Seat belt it in, and then we're going to load the mat again and then hit the load button. What I love about this is it'll draw for you, so you get the look of a hand-drawn card, but the professionalism that the Cricut can bring to it. It measured it, make sure we're ready to go, and then I'm gonna hit the go button. And what's cool about this is it'll draw and cut in the same action. I don't need to switch anything out. Now it's gonna tell me to switch out my pens. I'm gonna switch for the darker geode colored pen. So we're gonna take out the blueberry pen, put the cap back on it, and then grab the geode, which is a darker blue. I like to keep my caps right on the pen so I don't ever lose track of them. And then again, drop it in, push it till it clicks, buckle it in, and then I'm gonna hit go again. I feel like this is ASMR. It's super calming to watch it draw. I feel very relaxed now. All right, it is telling me to unload my materials, so I'm gonna bring that out, and we're gonna take this off using the cool trick again. Flip it over, take the mat away from the material. This time I'm gonna take the small piece that we just cut off first. Okay, let's look at that real quick. Super cute, happy birthday card. I love how cleanly it's drawn. The different colors add a lot of dimension. So we're gonna set that to the side here. I'm gonna finish removing the paper from the mat. Awesome, set that to the side. All right, we're ready for the next step. So I'm gonna move on to step 3. And for this one, I'm gonna need a different tool than the pen. So I'm gonna take out the geode pen, put the cap back on, and then we're gonna use what's called the scoring stylus. And so this is awesome. It helps to just really make super clean folds. And so like any other tool, you're gonna drop it into the other clamp, buckle it in, get it ready to go, and then it'll just help us when we're making the envelope so that the folds are super clean and crisp. Perfect. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna need a lighter sheet of paper. Okay, that's all ready to go. I have the scoring stylus in clamp A, fine point blade in clamp B. We're ready to go. So I'm gonna load it up again. Okay, ready to go. I'm gonna hit the go button. Well, it's telling me I have 1 minute for this cut, so it's gonna measure it all out. The scoring stylus is awesome because it draws super fine lines and it just shows you where to fold. And then all in the same pass, it's gonna start cutting the envelope as well. Beautiful. Okay, we're done with that one. I'm gonna hit unload. And then again, remove the envelope cutting that I made. What's awesome about this is you have the option to create your own envelope, but you can also purchase it. Like if you have envelopes on hand, you can definitely use those. I love this because I'm super extra and wanted to color coordinate the envelope with the pens. But again, what I love about these projects is that you can customize them to fit your needs. Drives me absolutely crazy whenever you go to the store and you get envelopes in 40 different sizes and you don't know which cards will fit what. And so this helps also simplify that process. Okay, we're gonna remove this one again. Okay, last and final step with the machine. I'm gonna take my last piece of cardstock and we're gonna line that up. Okay, Design Space is gonna tell me what to do again. It already knows I have medium cardstock, I'm consistent. Again, scoring stylus in clamp A, fine point blade in clamp B. We're gonna load it up. There we go. Also, if you ever don't know what to do, flashing lights are a great indicator. So I was like, do I need to hit anything? When it's ready to go, the go button will light up. So I'm gonna hit the go button now that it's lit up. We're ready to go. Okay, so I have to watch where the score goes because it's such a fine line, so I'm gonna watch for that. And then it's gonna cut out the square for my card. Okay, we're gonna hit unload. And then last time, remember, flip it over. Take the card away from the mat. Sometimes I'm tempted to just leave the scraps on there, but then it's not as fun the next time I go to make a project. So it's always good to take all your scraps off and then keep them a little bit organized. Okay, so I'm not gonna need my mat anymore, so I'm gonna take my plastic liner and put it back on. Keep the adhesive nice and sticky. Okay, put that off to the side. Okay, now it's time to assemble. We're gonna find the score line on the cardstock and we're gonna start off by folding it in half. What's nice about this is that score line helps to make your corners super crisp. It's none of that little bendy cardstock that you get when you pass notes in middle school. Look at that. So nice and clean and crisp, it looks professional. I use this scraper here to help make a super crisp edge and make the corners nice and sharp. So now we're going to assemble the card. So I'm gonna take my other 2 pieces of paper, and then I'm gonna take these pop dots here. We're gonna use these to give it a little bit more dimension rather than just flat glue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick them onto this gray piece first. Another cool trick my friend taught me is to not take off the backings until you put them all on so that you don't get the card stuck to you in a bunch of different places. Okay, so I'm gonna put 5 on and that will help make the card lay nice and flat. And then I'll remove the little sticky backs. Okay, I'm gonna center it on there. Push the glue dots on. Look at that. Super cute, we have a little bit of dimension. The card it's a 3D card. Okay, now we're gonna do the same with the happy birthday part. I'm gonna stick the pop dots on. Okay, that is ready to go. We're gonna stick it back on. Make sure it's nice and centered how I want it. Like that. Okay. Press it on. Now it's nice and sticky. Look how perfect that is. So cute. And it really looks professional. It's the perfect mix of professional but also personalized. And so she can definitely tell that that's something I put time, energy, and thought into, but it's also really nice and it's not just my scrappy handwriting. Okay, we're gonna move that off to the side and then I'm gonna make the envelope now. This is awesome and so easy. There's no origami involved in making this envelope. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fold along the score lines here. Again, super easy to fold. We're gonna use the scraper tool to help make those super crisp lines. Although if origami were involved, I'd be really good at it. I made 1,000 paper cranes in the 4th grade for a project once. Still a party trick that I have today. Okay, so now that we have that ready to go, I'm going to do the final step for the envelope. I'm gonna take this awesome glue pen and I'm just gonna glue. What's awesome about this is it's just 2 steps. You're not gonna get all sticky. We're just gonna glue up these sides and that will hold the entire envelope together. And draw just straight up this line. Let it get a little tacky. It's kind of like applying your fake eyelashes if that's a reference that applies to you. And then stick it over and just hold it for a few seconds so that it sticks. There we go. Look at that. It's a perfect envelope. Again, looks store-bought, but you can tell, I can tell her, like, I put time and energy into making this. Now I have my birthday card, my envelope. I wanted to make this a little bit more personal, take it to the next level. And so before we started this, I made another project with a little just love Jill card that I can stick into the card. I'll also write her a little note to go with it, but this really lets her know that I'm her favorite friend. Gonna give her this, slide it in there. Okay, there we have the birthday card. It's all ready to go. I'm ready to go to the surprise party, steal the show with my awesome handmade card. It was made super easy by the Cricut Explorer 3, the tools that I had, and then also the ready to make projects within Design Space. Super easy to make anything that you want, and so if you have other ideas or really need some help getting started, check out our other videos that we have and it'll walk you through step by step how to do it.